What's up? It's your boy Samurai Lit, aka Nate the Great, back at it again with a brand new video for you. So today I'm going to be breaking down some of the artwork on this canvas right here and just breaking down each of my tattoos. So yeah, let's do it. The logo for the album Everybody by one of my favorite rappers, Logic. Logic is not only one of my favorite rappers, but he is also one of the biggest influences and inspirations behind my music. Shout out to Bobby. Shout out to Logic. Much love to you, brother. Hope you're doing good. I have been a humongous Logic fan since 2016 when I first heard The Incredible True Story. Playing Destiny on the PlayStation with my homies, and then hearing Bobby Tarantino 1 at the same time, soon as Everybody came out in 2017, as I was about to graduate on my senior year in high school. And that album was on repeat the minute it came out, because I was anticipating a Logic album when I first heard those two projects. And then I think I heard Under Pressure right before he had dropped Everybody. What's even more cooler is he found me through TikTok while I was doing my discography reviews at the time, and then he found my review of his most recent album, College Park, and next thing you know, like, I checked my notifications, like, he's just liking everything on my page. He's showing respect and appreciation, and then next thing you know, I'm in the laundromat, you know, going through my clothes, and right after I check my phone, it says Logic started following you. And I was like, hold on, huh? And I literally took my glasses off. I had to look at it again, and it says Logic with the verification check mark next to his name, says started following you. And then I remember I started running around the laundromat going crazy like, ah! And then everybody in the laundromat was like, is he okay? And then I said to myself, don't worry everybody, I got a response from a job that I applied to. They said I got the job. Basically just disguising it. So I will have everybody know. I don't want anybody to know my business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that was awesome. That was a good moment right there. And that I was on live. Oh, I want to tell this story too. And I remember I was on live on TikTok with a couple of people that I know. And then as we were talking, I looked to the bottom right, and guess who I see? Bobby himself. He just appeared on the live out of nowhere. I'm like, Bobby, what the hell are you doing there? And he was like, nah, I'm here to turn up, motherfucker. What you talking about? So yeah, we were doing a talent show on there. Logic had stopped by, showed everybody love. And when it was my turn to go, I said to myself, Nate, you better go off. You better go off on this song. And I performed my song Velvet Sky. He was going crazy. It was him and Castro, C. Castro, his homie. I think his wife was also there too, if I remember. Yeah, they was watching it and they was like impressed. I said, okay, he got bars. And then, yeah, it was one hell of a memory. It was one hell of a memory. He also seen my Everybody tattoo. He was like,
hey, Logic, how did you even end up here?
Tattooed? What the fuck?
Yeah, that was also dope as well. He went on tour. He came straight over here to New York City at 34th Street at the Hammerstein Ballroom. I went to go see him. It was a phenomenal time. And then it was at one point when he brought my boy Alex to the stage to rap gang related with him. He stopped and he pointed me out of the crowd and he says,
Yo, what's up, Logic? Yeah, he's back.
I appreciate you. I see you.
I love you too, Bobby.
You know, boy, keep rapping. I'm gonna call you.
Thank you, bro.
If you have told me from 2016, yo, Nate, you're gonna be interacting and meeting one of your favorite rappers of all time, and I will look at you like, Nah, that ain't gonna be that. Nah. And then fast 4 years later, it happens. And you're gonna be like, I told you so. And that is a phenomenal memory to look back at. That was just incredible. I'm never gonna forget that. So shout out to Logic, shout out to Bobby. I love you, brother, for real. Speaking of which, this has a special place in my heart, man. Shout out to my homie Leon Sky for the vinyl too, because he knows how big of a Logic fan I am, and he gave this to me as a gift, as a present, right after we got done in a recording session. Definitely check out Leon Sky music as well. So yeah. Next one that's tatted on my left shoulder is the Eye of Lyoko, or better known as the Eye of Xana, from the TV show Code Lyoko. One of my favorite TV shows from my childhood. If you're a late 90s or 2000s baby and you know about Code Lyoko, we're besties for life. I remember rushing home right after school, like just watching that show with a passion. I was obsessed with that show. That was one of my favorite shows from my childhood. I think at that time, younger me had a crush on Aelita too. Oh my god. Yes, I will admit, younger me back then had a crush on Aelita. The one with the pink hair. Yes, that's Aelita. Do not judge me. What I love most about that show is that running gag that they do when Jeremy hops onto the supercomputer and Auric, Yumi, Odd, and Aelita, they would hop inside the scanners, and Jeremy is, typing up the program to virtualize them into Lyoko while the theme music is playing in the background. And man, I just love that show, man. That show has a place in my heart forever. I gotta rewatch it now. Kingdom Hearts. Man, I love that. I love that video game so much. I love Kingdom Hearts. As convoluted the storyline and the order of the games are, it's still awesome. I still love it. I remember when the first Kingdom Hearts came out in 2002, I was watching one of my older cousins play it, and I just remember just being obsessed, just watching closely to my cousin play Kingdom Hearts, playing the game, and I was like, I want to play this game next. And then fast forward years later, when I still had my PlayStation 2 at the time, I think it was in 2008 or 9. Yeah, 2009. That's why I first played Kingdom Hearts 1. And I think I had Kingdom Hearts 358 2 days when I had the Nintendo DSi. And I played that, and I was just hooked to the rest of it. And then I played Birth by Sleep. I didn't play Chain of Memories because I did not have access to my Game Boy Advance because it was already broken at that point. So I just went on YouTube and just watched the games and stuff, the ones that I couldn't get access to, and just was attached to the story and just attached to the characters. I was just in love with not only the soundtrack, but also just the combat of you fighting against the Heartless. And just the boss battles alone. Even though the boss battles were difficult as hell, I'm not even gonna lie, for anybody that played or plays the Kingdom Hearts games, you know exactly what I'm talking about, which boss battles I'm talking about. My top favorite games in the series has to be 358 2 days, Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts 2, and I would have to say Kingdom Hearts 1. And if you want to know my favorite character in the entire series, it's gotta be my boy Roxas. Roxas. Put respect on that man's name. Roxas. The wolf tattoo of one of my favorite artists, Russ. And that's another artist that I love and have a huge appreciation for. Another influence, another inspiration behind my music. I've been listening to Russ since 2018 in trade school. Yeah, while I was in trade school, I was listening to Russ when I first heard What They Want, then Losing Control. And then I heard his previous work and became a fan ever since then. He's also the main person that pushed me into producing more, into taking it more seriously. 2019 was a year that was remarkable. I met Russ in person at a book signing that he had for his new published book that he had dropped at the time. It's All in Your Head, Get Out of Your Way. I gotta tell y'all this story, man. So I get to the Barnes & Nobles. From the ground floor to where Russ was having his book signing, it was packed. It was packed. So I get there to where the librarians were at. They were selling the books. And when you buy a book, it had the wristband on it for you to get into the signing, into the book signing itself. So I didn't have that much money in my wallet, which was the toughest part about it. But the librarian that was there that knew and saw how much of a fan I was of Russ and how badly I wanted to meet him. Yo, shout out to that librarian to this day. I don't remember her name, but I remember her face. So when I had to thank her so much for that, because if it wasn't for her, I would not have met Russ and had that book signed to this day. Speaking of the book, here it is right here. Like, I remember when I first bought it and I was waiting in the line to see Russ. I was reading this book like ridiculously. Like, see, there it is. Like, he signed it right as I was going up to meet him, and man, I might have to reread this again. I'm gonna have to reread this. So wait, here was the order that I met. I met Boogus, his day one best friend. I met Boogus first, and then I met Herb, who was another friend associated with Russ, who was standing next to him too. And I was talking to Herb too, and I said, man, I can't believe I'm gonna meet one of my favorite rappers. And then he was like, well, he's standing right there. Go talk to him then. And then I actually met Russ too. Like, he was dope. He was cool, laid back, very respectful, very cordial, and completely like an all-around cool person, an all-around great person. I just can't wait to see him. I just can't wait to see him again. Also, Santiago, that album is fire. Because of that album, that's why I had to get this. I had to get this to show my appreciation for Russ. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be producing. I would not be a producer. A butterfly with a semicolon. That's actually the first ever tattoo that I got. Yeah, I got this on my 24th birthday. This is a matching tattoo that I got with someone who I absolutely care for. That is absolutely special to me, who I've been with for 2 years. And every time I look at it, it makes me think of them. They know who they are. Next up is my Gaara tattoo. Naruto made my childhood. It made my childhood and my adolescence. I love that show with an absolute passion. Except for Boruto, I don't like that show. Gaara versus Rock Lee in the Chunin exams. Top 10 favorite anime fight in my list. That is one of my, bro, to this day, reason why I decided to get the Gaara's Kanji tattoo, the same tattoo that he has on his forehead, was because you know, Gaara is not only one of my favorite characters, but he also, his story, his origin story was just so like sad to watch. It was sad to watch, like as a child watching Gaara and like what he been through. Damn, I thought Naruto and Sasuke had it. Nah, Gaara had it 10 times worse. And then to see Naruto show Gaara, hey, I'm on the same boat as you. Like, I went through the ringer just like you, but look at me. I'm still being positive. I'm still being optimistic. So if I can live through what I lived through, then so can you. And then Gaara just had a whole switch to his personality, to his attitude, and like he ended up becoming the Kazekage of the Hidden Sand, which is another beautiful thing about him, Kanji stands for self-love too. Love for oneself. My tribute tattoo to the late, great himself, Daniel Dumile, aka MF Doom. Rap snitches, tell all their business. Sit in the court, they be they all star witness. Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, right here, mess around, get the whole label sentence for years. Rest in peace to MF Doom. Man, it broke my heart when I found out that he passed on Halloween. And I said to myself, nah, I gotta get a Doom tribute tat ASAP. Found out about MF Doom through Adult Swim and the Boondocks when I first heard Raid off of Mad Villainy. And I was like, who the hell is this dude? And I'm listening to the song years later that when I find it, and I was like, oh, this is the same song that I found years ago on Adult Swim on the Boondocks. And then I heard Mad Villainy, the rest of it. Then I heard Operation Doomsday and Food and the rest of his personas like King Ghidorah, Victor Vaughn, JJ Doom. That is just, oh man, that is a once in a lifetime MC that we're ever gonna have. So rest in peace to Doom. Mac Miller, rest in peace. This is my tribute tat to Mac, and I have got, this is actually the one that I got recently too. I got this for like 3 to 4 weeks ago. I grew up with Mac Miller since Blue Slide Park and Macadelic. When I first heard Party on Fifth Ave for the first time, and then I heard Kool-Aid and Pizza, Frozen Pizza, and Like He's on My Feet, all for kids, and I became a fan after that. My most favorite song that actually got me hooked to him was Who Am I Am off Watching Movies with the Sound Off, and Fight the Feeling from Macadelic with him and Kendrick Lamar. The beat for that song was insane. Literally a top 10 Mac Miller track if you are a fan or a listener of him. But when I found out that Mac died in 2018, I found out about this when I was in trade school. I found out about this right after I got out of school. And I was like, what? No, ain't no freaking way Mac is gone. And mind you, he had just dropped his, that freestyle that he did not too long ago, right after dropping Swimming. And he was supposed to go on tour that year too. And I was like, I was just listening to Faces on the train ride headed back over here. What the heck? And I just remembered breaking down, crying, in tears, just, damn, like rest in peace to Mac, man. And the newest song that I just released, Vacation, the hook is a tribute to him. Not only a homage to Anderson .Paak, but also a tribute to Mac as well. I can't keep on losing you over complications. Go too soon. Yeah, rest in peace, Mac Miller, man. I love you, and we miss you. So yeah, that was a breakdown of all of my tattoos. I definitely plan on getting more in the near future. I don't know when, but I will be getting a whole lot more. And I'm going to do a part 2 of the new ones that I will pretty soon will get. But yeah, hope you guys love this video. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day.